Hey everyone, so welcome back to the TED Talks YouTube and podcast channel. Today I'm going to talk about the ways, and this is live, I've got a blank piece of paper here, people, look, actually blank. I was going to do this myself, but I thought why not show you this. I am going to talk through the cleaning business that I'm buying, how they currently do sales and do business, and I'm essentially going to kind of brain dump some things here to kind of plan how to increase the sales, how to reduce overheads if possible, respectfully, and then also how to hire more staff. So let me get a pen. Old school. Now I would have a camera on top of this like those cool YouTubers do, but my handwriting is atrocious and I haven't got 7 hours to practice for you. And I'm using branded paper. I don't really want to give this brand away. The current business operates with a net profit of about 45k a year on average once ad backs are put in. The owner works about 5 hours a week, so I'm going to put that down as 5 hours a week. Now in this time, to generate that level of profit, that's pretty good, right? A lot of his cleaners, a lot of his staff have been there since 2012, 2015. There's some real long-standing employees and there's some new ones. The contracts, he has some that are from 2012, which is epic, and others that are more recent, way more recent, and some that are kind of in the middle. So everything's kind of ticking along and doing its thing. Now I want to double this, like as an absolute minimum, this needs to be doubled in the first year. I ran this past the franchisor and they said, sounds reasonable. We don't see any reason why you can't. Other people have sort of maybe not grown that quickly, but they've done sort of similar figures and they haven't got the background that I have. So I was like, cool. So the turnover currently is about 180, 190 grand a year. I want that to double, give or take. But really for me, the net profit doubling, and actually when I say double, going from 45, a bit more than double, I want it to be 100 because it's a nice number, and who doesn't want 100 grand a year net profit? Like that's pretty good, right? I complement all my investments, my property portfolio, etc., everything really well. So my targets for the next 12 months are double the turnover, so from about 180 to 360, double the net profit, retain the existing business in its location, but then also any new business is going to come back down closer to me in Hertfordshire just for ease of checking in on things and ease of appointments, and just to make my life easier. I'm going to maximize the hours that the current cleaners are working with them. If they don't want to work more, then they don't need to. If they're like, hey, I'd love 3 more hours a week, okay, let's do this. Where and how can we do that? I'm going to hire 15 new cleaners in Hertfordshire and win 20 plus contracts in Hertfordshire. Now, one of the beautiful things about this is this business can also be facilities management, which means my property experience, my development experience, refurbs, my contacts, my people who are going to help consult on this business, they're all in this sector. And my contacts here who worked on my own house and my other project, my other cottage, they're around here. So for me, the facilities management piece is definitely a big add-on to this business that is going to increase the profitability as well as just the cleaning. Once you're in with someone, they like you and they trust you, that's when you upsell, right? And you say, look, are you happy with the cleaning? Yeah, fantastic, not a complaint. Okay, let us cut the grass then. Let us do this. You need plumbing? Give me a call, So I'm going to explore the facilities management add-ons, create a master sheet of possible upsells in terms of and it's not necessarily an upsell sounds like a harsh word, but it's to make the client's life easier. If we're coming in every week, then why don't we supply your tissues for the toilets? Why don't we supply the washing? Why don't we supply the moisturizer? Why have it from all these different places? We'll give you a better price and we'll fit them, do what we need to do all in one. So you're done. So a clean is not just a clean, it's looking after it. And I appreciate there's lots of competition in facilities management. I'm just going to walk in and win this business, but this is the aim. I'm going to try and maximize the contracts that are currently existing through offering other things, and to have all cleaners managed via a central platform like Brighter HR or even a WhatsApp or Slack group or something for check-ins, reports, things like that. Now, how do I think I can grow this? So branding and marketing, 1,000,000%. The franchisor are being super progressive and super like, yep, do what you need to do. We're happy with, we've seen your TED Talks, we've seen your stuff. Show us, let's do your thing. So that's gonna be quite good in terms of getting Google AdWords geolocated to my website, our website, depending on how we kind of structure it. And then of course, marketing, I can do an Instagram page, I can do a YouTube, TikTok, whatever. The world is my oyster. So there's a huge amount of business that can simply come from having a brand and marketing yourself. Leaflet campaigns, I know it's old school, but cleaning is a bit old school. And so I think leaflets to offices are going to work. I have no doubt in that. And so designing leaflets that are going to be epic, going to be cool, going to be something different, it is important. Email marketing, get my VA to get leads in the same way that I've got leads to buy businesses, I can say, look, find me offices with minimum amount of square footage and this number of people. Find me the facilities manager, or someone like that, ops director, and let's talk. And again, marketing. And I think having an active sales machine. So the franchisor do a thing where you can pay them for a guaranteed contract, or a level below, and it's a lot cheaper, you can pay for an appointment. So their telesales team will do all the work, get the information from them, tell them about you, pay them a certain amount, you turn up, you sort of finish or close the sale. So, to be fair, it's quite a decent price for that, especially given how warm the potential client's gonna be and how much pre-information I'm going in with. So I think I'll take them up on that, definitely, on a good few of those, because let's see how they go, let's see, because that could be a really cost-effective and easy way to secure these contracts. So there's different avenues, right? I've got contacts in building firms and service accommodation around here, in estate agencies, builders. There's things and there's people that I can speak to and say, who's doing your cleans right now? It needs to be me. And so it works both ways. I can work with these people as facilities management, but also I can offer it, why am I not going to speak to every single estate agent and say, you're in between tenancies, give me a call. Your own office, give me a call. Like, why am I not going to do this and say, while you're at it, if you've got any property deals, send them my way. I'm absolutely going to do this using my property knowledge and my property network. Now, the company tends to do commercial cleans, not domestic. We can do domestic though, so it could be a case where there's a local cleaner and we get some local domestic contracts, and that keeps them happy, a nice bit of income for the business, for them, and is local for them, and a little bit of diversity in the business as well. Not an issue, but of course it has to be worth the time, right? You don't want to have a tiny contract or a tiny thing that's not going to do anything. Craig, Mainty, and his ops director Mark used to work for one of the UK's largest cleaning firms and grew it and did so much for it. So perfect people to consult me. I'm sure my editor's going to chuck his little face in here. So I've said to him, give me your rate and I want you on board consulting, growing this business, showing me what to do. Local networking events, BNIs, stuff like that, I think will definitely help. I'm not a big fan of forecast because it's kind of like, I can look at the past and say, okay, we can do that again, or we do, but it's just like, I don't know, I don't actually know. I have targets, which you could say are kind of a forecast. Like target forecast is what you hope that your targets will achieve, something like that. And it's kind of like 1, 2, 3 new contracts a month, and I've got 28 days to win one contract for the next 12 months. I reckon I can do that, right? Especially if I'm, using the franchisor's options to help me do that. I think together there shouldn't be an issue, especially with the branding, the website, etc. It's going to get people in. It's going to get people into the funnel. And of course, the facilities management stuff like grounds maintenance, painting, decorating, plumbing and boilers, electrics, plasterers, carpenters, general, but there's all this stuff that can be offered as well, which is awesome, right? So I think for me, the first thing that needs to get set up is the website. Whether that's my own website that links to theirs and has the same branding, of course, or it's sort of within their website with my own sort of URL or end URLs, and then I can kind of build it within that. The first thing is the website, because what I want is people to, when I'm sending email, like before I do any of these outreach campaigns, I need to know that when people then reply to my emails or they see my emails and they click and they, because everyone clicks on the signature, oh, what's their website, what's this? They come and they're like, whoa, awesome, I see what you're doing, got the information, I see your cleaners, pictures of them, little about us, stuff that people frankly don't do for like cleaning businesses, they just don't. And they see them all in, the franchised in, branded clothes and things like that. Think about that. That is what you want, not them to get an email, kind of be like, oh, okay, no website, no socials, nothing, huh? And I need to pick which social media I'm going to use. I think Instagram makes sense. Even though Instagram's annoying me lately. YouTube also makes sense for the kind of longer form stuff, like explainer videos, which I think are going to be quite important for this and for selling, and for me to say, hey, look, instead of me explaining it, go watch the video I've created. And that lends itself to YouTube. So the website is the absolute first thing I'll be doing, and then setting up Google Ads, PPC from that is next. And then email and leaflet marketing, getting those designed. In fact, I'm looking at designs now, getting those designed and getting those sent out for me is going to have a multi-pronged approach, because the businesses that are getting the emails are also going to get the leaflets at different times. So I want it to be an approach where you kind of can't avoid me and you're going to want to talk to me. Even if you tell me to piss off, you're still going to want to talk to me. And I think that's important. And then the AdWords will obviously drive people to the website, to the videos, to the YouTube, whatever it is. And within that, I want a booking link. Hey, book in for a call, book in for a visit. Let's have a chat, right? Get them to fill out a little form. There's a qualified lead. Boom. I'm also thinking about using my sales team that I use for my property education stuff to also kind of deal with any inbound queries, or to kind of direct people towards to have that initial conversation. But I think with this, you know, what's going to be important is actually me, you know, physically going there, quoting, you know, because that's kind of how you have to quote these things. Yeah, you could quote over the internet roughly. I suppose you want to be there, face to face, building a relationship and getting something signed. So yeah, it's a little bit more old school in that sense. However, that's where the brand and the marketing comes in to make all of that possible digitally, or to make all of that a lot more streamlined, to involve less traveling and less time wasted on appointments and meetings that, you know, you just quite frankly don't really need. And you know, as I progress this and design more and look more into how I'm going to create the kind of funnel and how I'm going to create the sales machine, you know, I'll share this with you, right? I'll share this with you. At the end of the day, it's business advice. It's something that I think we can all benefit from. I think I need to read Never Split the Difference again, and I have there's a really good book called Something to Sell by Richard Denny, and that's on my Audible. I'm going to listen to that. It's a very old school book, but I think it will help with this kind of older school industry. So people, look, that's the current state. That is what I'm planning. Now at this point, when you're seeing this video, I don't know what stage I'm at with the business. You'll find out on my Instagram probably, so go give me a follow and subscribe to my mailing list, tejsing.xyz. And if you're interested in branding, you know, building your brand, which is a huge thing I'll be doing for this and I've done for other people, then again, go to that link, tejsing.xyz, book in a free call. Let's see what we can do.